everyone. Quick Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin update. Big movements in both of them. We'll show you how we came up with our levels too that we've been watching for and what we've been looking at. So Bitcoin Cash finally rotated back up, broke out, hit the two levels, stopping dead on the second Gann level, pausing, then taking off, pulling back to 8, pushing the price in the prior 754 area. Also, when you see these momentum moves, what do we watch for? We watch especially the return to the rotation zone on the 1 hour. So here's the 1 hour chart. You see it pulling back Gann level, pulling back to the Gann level, into the rotation zone, rotating back up and taking off. What were our next targets higher? The next major target was this 929 level, and I'll switch to the daily and show you how we derived that. Then we had the prior highs of 972 and then the nice round number of 1,000. Right now, watching for this has come really far, really fast. I mean, essentially, we've gone from 680 into over 1,000 in a day. So really far, really fast. Next key level support is this plateau area, 844, 850. We're going to watch for some kind of consolidation, returning to the rotation zone, because this either has to consolidate, move sideways, or pull back and re-enter the rotation zone before we're interested in doing anything. Over to the daily chart. You can see the prior highs. That was a target. Now this target, this 929, was from the low back on the 9th of October to the most recent swing high on the 3rd of November, then retraced and projected from the 8th, and that gave us our ABC full projection, which was 929, which virtually is where we're trading now. So these are the kind of things you can learn how to do and project these levels for either raising stops and trailing stops or taking profits off the table on these big explosive moves. Switching over to a Bitcoin, which has gone the other way. We finally broke down from this congestion, closing below our trend line into this clear path move. First target we were watching for, it was the 65.48 area. Really, this 50% retracement, 66.32, and then 65.48. We finally did find some support at this trend line, which has been in place. It's a longer term trend line. It's actually been in place since about the 26th of October. We clean up these charts a bit. Now we notice the rotation zone is against us on the 4-hour time frame. So on any moves back up, we are looking to just take some off the table. If we get a good add-on, we're looking to take some off the table, especially if we rally back up to the 68.50 to 69.50 area. That's a prior breakdown zone, and into the rotation zone, bottom of the rotation zone to the middle of the rotation zone. So that's what we'll be watching for. We don't have a clear reversal pattern yet, so we are being very patient on this pullback. If we do get below this trend line again, next major area we're watching for is about the 63.15 to 6,300. That's the 62.5% retracement level from the lows back on October 24th to the most recent highs. It's sort of critical it maintains this level. And then if that is broken, the next major is a prior breakout zone where it broke out from back on October 31st, which would be 61.49. Why aren't we worried about anything yet? Because this is expected. All right, now we're trading right now at the bottom of the daily rotation zone. This is a key area. Key area we're watching. And if we do get a reversal pattern up, then we can look to put something on and unwind some of the profits near the rotation zone on the 4-hour chart that we went to. If we pull back more, you can see the other levels, including the breakout area from back on October 31st. But let's check in on the daily, because we talked about this. You can go back to our other videos, and we talked about, hey, it's pulling away from the rotation zone. Talked about it. We had it in June, pulling, and then it pulled back beginning of July in the rotation zone on the weekly. Then we talked about it on our videos into September. It's getting extended from the rotation zone, and it pulled back through middle of September and then moved back up. Now it's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks up, pulling away from the rotation zone on the weekly, and we would not be surprised to see it return to the rotation zone. So how can that happen? That can happen on a continued pullback, which doesn't have to happen all in once. It can take multiple weeks. In this back in June, it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This time it took 3. Took 2 to get to the bottom, then it paused for a week. So we could see a whole nother week of pullback. We could see it pause, let the rotation zone catch up. We don't know how it's going to happen. That's why we're watching for the key levels and then watching for reversal patterns, but then not going crazy with our targets. If we accumulate some, we'll want to unwind stuff, especially against those key levels on the 4-hour and the rotation zone, until it shows that it can get strength again. So do not be shocked if this continues to pull back. We're just identifying the levels and then figuring out what to do with those levels if we get a high probability entry. Otherwise, we've been taking stuff off on the whole move up. We've been adding and taking off, adding and taking off. Now we're being patient on the pullback. There'll be areas where we add more aggressively, and then as it moves up, back up, we'll take some off, take some off, take some off, and keep trading around the core position. That's what we're looking for on Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash. Hope both these videos have helped you, and we will talk to you again soon. Bye for now.